it's one of those situations where, again, very similar to the João Pedro situation, Bryan Mbeumo made it quite clear to the 2 or 3 other sides that were interested in signing him this summer that really had one destination of choice, and that was Manchester United. As soon as the likes of Newcastle and Tottenham were aware that he had one focus and one focus only, they stepped back and focused on other targets. So therefore, it was always about Manchester United doing a deal with Brentford. The second offer, we understand, has been rejected by Brentford. That totalled around £62.5 million, but the continuation of dialogue between the two clubs suggests that they're close to an agreement. My information is it's just a case of the way the deal is structured before they can come to a mutual agreement on the fee, but it's not far away. The key thing is the player wants Manchester United, so it makes it easy really for both teams to negotiate. It just means that Manchester United have got to pay essentially what Brentford want. Brentford know it's not going to go any higher because there's no one else at the table anymore. The players made his desire clear. But yeah, so it feels like this could be a pivotal week. We know that the financial accounting year for football clubs resets on Tuesday, on the 1st of July. So you'd imagine with that coming into play, this will then get escalated to be sorted out.
But it does feel, James, like these negotiations have been going on for quite some time. I mean, is it just Manchester United trying to test Brentford's resolve to accept a lower bid than they might like to?
Well, it does feel like it's been quite drawn out, but the player wants Manchester United, and United are leaning on that to get the best possible price because Mbeumo doesn't want to go anywhere else. We know that Brentford want a deal worth around £65 million. They want to eclipse at least what United paid to get Matheus Cunha from Wolves, and currently the deal that United are offering doesn't guarantee them at least £62.5 million. It does feel like we're really, really close now. But United don't want to be seen to overpay for players, and United aren't in a situation where they can overpay for players because of their league position last season, because of the fact they're not in Europe next season, means the revenue isn't quite what it was, and it means they do need to look after the pennies, because every million is going to count for Manchester United in this transfer window. So I do think they'll get this deal done. I think it's a matter of days, but it's taken slightly longer than anyone would hope. But end of the day, he'll probably be there for the first day of pre-season training at Manchester United.
Yeah, it sounds like this could be moving this week, so make sure you're with us, Manchester United fans, to follow the latest movements there, and Brentford fans, of course, as well. Let's move.
Manchester United remain in positive and productive talks with Brentford over Bryan Mbeumo, and it still could move relatively quickly, which is why Manchester United had earmarked this coming week for a potential medical, without, of course, booking it, because you can only do that when the deal is fully agreed. So we'll have to wait and see what the next few days brings. But Manchester United is still really calm about the situation. The first bid and the second bid, in terms of the rejections, are very different stories. 45 million plus 10 million in add-ons was rejected out of hand. The second bid, as we revealed on TalkSport exclusively, was £55 million and 7.5 million in add-ons. And that takes you to the same total as Matheus Cunha. But crucially, Cunha is 62.5 million guaranteed as per his release clause. This is the same valuation, but including the add-ons. And Brentford's perspective is they want about 62.5 million, but guaranteed, which means either Manchester United would have to raise the guaranteed part, or alternatively make the overall structure of the deal more appealing, maybe by leaving it relatively as is but making the add-ons more gettable, or amending the payment terms to make them a bit more preferable for Brentford. And a lot of the discussions are around those finer points of add-ons and payment schedules. The bones of a deal are still there. So you can call 55 million plus 7.5 million in add-ons rejected because, of course, the deal isn't done. But really, they're finessing it and building upon that, and it is an ongoing and quite fluid conversation, which is why Manchester United are still very hopeful that this is going to move quickly, and their aim remains exactly the same. They want to get Mbeumo done before they return to pre-season on July the 7th. There's still some confidence that that is possible at this stage, and it's very normal as well when you make a bid, having spoken for quite some time before it, to feel quite a lot of confidence that large parts of what you put down are acceptable. So we have to say it hasn't been greenlit yet, which means that they will need to place a third offer now. But Manchester United still feel they're not far off. And Mbeumo only wants Manchester United and is still waiting to see whether imminently in the coming week he will get that permission to undergo his medical.
Casemiro staying. Sancho won't lower his wages. Rashford won't humble himself and join a smaller club than Barcelona. And Garnacho to Napoli links have gone quiet and he's walking around in a Villa shirt. Also, no noise on Rasmus or Onana. I ask again, where is the money coming from to sign more players, and how the bloody hell is Amorim going to get a pre-season and be ready for the start of the season? And I think that's a question that actually isn't moaning. That is a question that is absolutely valid. We were on the 8 o'clock show last night when we heard that Casemiro's staying. We're not shocked by that. So what's going to happen in the midfield? In relation to Richard Rios, by the way, no definitive concrete links to him at all. You know how much he's going for from Palmeiras? £20 million. £20 million is what he's going for. You don't pay silly prices in Brazil. Like Esteval, who's going from the same club to Chelsea, is going for about £28 million. So Richard Rios is available for £20 million in the midfield. There are deals that can be done. There are goalkeepers that can be bought. There are strikers that can be bought. There are midfielders that can be bought. There are centre-backs that can be bought. I mean, bloody Iheanacho at Sporting Lisbon and Diamonde at Sporting are both available for under 40 million quid. There are players available all over the place. The problem is the money. And we'll talk about Garnacho and Gyökeres, and they are the news stories this morning. But that tweet is so good because it's sort of like, if I'm Ruben Amorim, I really feel sorry for him, because I look at United and I look at what I've just said there about the list of players. I mean, you could add Anthony in there as well. It's not just United.